Hello, this is Billy from Billy's DIY channel. I've been working on improving the Q factor and the reception condition for my FM variometer crystal radio. So I did three things. Let me show you what I did, and I find out that this improves the reception condition a lot. First thing is I changed the coil, the spring that connects the smaller coil with the bigger coil to a pivot using this 1.5 millimeter times 3 millimeter small pipe. So when you spin the inner coil, it will make contact with this small pipe. So you won't be affected by the spring that connects between the small coil and the big coil, and that resists your movement. Of course, you need to wipe out the paint and continue to monitor it because it will get rusty sometime. And also, to allow the contact to be better, you need to bend the connection a bit so it will continue to touch the inner walls of this pipe. Okay, so this small pipe is very small. It's like this small, very small, 1.5 millimeter. If I can, I will find the 1 millimeter one, but I can't. The smallest one I can find is 1.5 millimeter. Okay, so the second thing that I did to improve the Q factor of the radio is I bought some very tiny surface mounted device SMD high Q factor fixed capacitor. So this is the order form written in Chinese. It says 10 PF INF high Q SMD fixed capacitor. Okay, so I bought a few of those 10 PF, 12 PF, and 15 PF. So I find the 10 PF one works better. In the past, I've been using this ceramic type capacitor. Now I solder this one into the circuit. So this tiny bit here, and I'm pointing at this one. It's really the SMD fixed capacitor that has a high Q factor. I found that after changing the ceramic 10 PF capacitor with this, they call it ATF type high Q fixed capacitor, the reception has been much more clearer. The noise level has reduced, and I got a very good reception. The third thing I did is there used to be two columns here in the 3D design to restrain the outer coil from moving. I found that is not necessary because you see when the outer coil is already soldered into these screws and into these connectors, it is strong enough to hold the outer coil in place. You see, when I swing the inner coil, the outer coil will not move. So I think it's secure enough. By removing the two plastic that extrudes to hold the bigger coil, I can actually reduce the influence to the reception. That means I can improve the Q factor by keeping the coil further distance from the plastic of the ABS material that I use for 3D printing. So for these three factors, let's see through the testing how much it improved from my previous video. Let's go and do some testing.
它的头上这一点，我觉得凯恩在以前在赛季之初确实是表现非常好，大家弥合在一起是。
點解唔太認識佢？第日前亞積士嘅社交平台咧，都有一段咧比賽嘅精華短片啊。
比赛之后呢，要来关注一下意甲第27轮最后一场，国际米兰是成功的战胜了热那亚。也想听听董老师对这场比赛的点评。
这场比赛虽然说进球只是一个2-1，没有特别多，但是我觉得确实是这个站着耍出现在的这种15分的积分的差距，不给身后尤文图斯带来任何一个能够缩短到